This is Ryan and Michelle, and welcome to the Celebrate MarriageCast 5-Minute Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Ryan, I just realized it's Friday the 13th.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Let's go. All good things in store for you today because we have a great little snippet of a show for you.
Yeah. It's really an easy assignment.
Love it. You're going to get an A on it.
You're going to get an A. And part of if you haven't listened to Tuesday's episode, I encourage you to go back. We talked about dating and how important it is to have a strong foundation when you start your dating relationship. You know, it's part of our story, and just we shared with you just a couple things when it comes to dating.
Yep.
And I was thinking about this, and I really wanted this to be a simple assignment for you. And here it is. I want you and your spouse to reminisce.
Aw.
Go back to when you started dating. You know, just go through and talk about it. Talk about your first date. Talk about, what attracted you to your spouse, vice versa. Just kind of relive that.
Go back to what you did at the beginning.
I think it's fun to go back and talk about that. And maybe, it's going to probably bring up a lot of laughter, a lot of fun. It also might bring up like, hey, we need to get back to doing that. Mm-hmm. Like, that was so fun. Like, what was it that made you fall in love with your spouse?
Yeah. What was it for you, Ryan? I'll share. I can share one.
All right.
Just to give you time to think. I loved that we would go on running dates together, and not very many people probably know this, but Ryan and I both have dozens of half marathon and marathon medals at our house in these like trophy hanger things. But what you might not know is that Ryan actually proposed to me on the bike trails. He wrote the proposal in chalk, and as we were on our running date, it said, "Michelle, will you marry me?" So as I read along, I realized it, and I didn't realize what was happening until I got to you. Because I said, "Oh, Michelle, like kids are out here writing their name. Will, there was a guy named Will." And then it said you. And I thought, oh my gosh, Michelle, this is for you. But that was so fun. I loved that time together. And I do feel like we still have physical activities together to this day. Obviously, things have changed with soccer, but pickleball, stuff like that. I love doing those activities with you.
Yeah. I think certainly what you said, Michelle, is in line with the same thing. I remember our first date, and I remember just talking to you for like hours. Mm-hmm. And for somebody that doesn't like to talk that much, that's me.
You sure liked talking to me.
I sure like talking to you. And so I was like, oh, yeah, this gal's pretty cool. And that was a big thing of just like, wow, like hours just went by and we just were talking. Like, I don't know, and then tie in the running dates where we would just talk. Now that was years ago. I don't know that we could run and talk right now.
I don't really, ACL surgery, so not so much for you. I don't really even enjoy running that much anymore. No. But I feel like where we could improve, so our answer to this would be just carving out that intentional time to talk, whether it's at night after the kids are in bed or if we go grab a coffee, whatever. Yeah. We try, but being better at that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think we walk a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's cool.
So recap on the assignment.
I want you to reminisce this weekend. Think back of when you first fell in love with your spouse and just relive those days.
I love it. And figure out if there's anything that you need to change.
Yeah.
You had a little tag on here. Were you going to say that?
I did. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. Yep. And so this weekend, just have fun, you little lovebirds.
I love it. I didn't want to leave that out.
Yeah, that's good.
You guys, thanks for joining us today on the Celebrate MarriageCast 5-Minute Friday. We would love to have you join one of our online services this weekend, celebrate.church for our online service. And we hope that you have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Have fun, you little lovebirds.
Little lovebirds,
you.